Hi everyone. I just want to say thank you for jumping on. And if you're seeing this, um, you are about to hear about an amazing program in January. Sorry. There is a program being ran to get everyone healthy and fit. There's so much going on behind the scenes at the moment to do with it. It's really quite exciting and it's perfect time of year as well. So right now, the purpose of this, if you're seeing it, is I'm gonna have like a little, like a probably a 10-15 minute interview, if that, with one of the health coaches, Jade, just so that we can find out a little bit more about the program and see if it's a good fit for you and if you want to take part. So I'd like to welcome Jade for this chat, just to find out things. She's the health coach for this program for January. So she is the person to talk to.
Amazing. Thank you for having me.
So basically, we'll just get straight into it. So obviously there's this program in January. Do you want to say a little bit like what it is, and like why you're doing that program and what sort of people, like what people would actually benefit and be interested in that?
Yeah, sure. Oh my gosh, that's amazing. Thank you everybody for hopping on. If you were hopping on live or if you're watching this back on replay, I'd love to know how you know Kat or where you're all from. So if you're anything like me right now, honestly, December has been a heavy month already. We're on the 9th of the month and I've had Christmas parties, we've had girly nights out, I've had a client night last night, I was drinking Prosecco. I am literally just can't cope with all the partying and excitement that's going on. And also, walking into the supermarkets, we're seeing like the mince pies and the like massive packs of quality streets and stuff, and it's festive time and it's exciting and we're indulging, and rightly so, we're absolutely enjoying life. Now, what the program is, obviously, it would be stupid for us not to be promoting this for January. There are so many other plans, programs, other people that are doing things in January, because let's face it, the 1st of January hits and most of us feel like death. Like literally my tummy, I know, is like, oh my gosh, please do not give me anything horrible ever again. And as we get older, we experience that more and more. I don't know if you would agree with that, Kat. Perhaps in my early 20s, I was like batting things off, I can do anything to my body. But actually, as we get older, we do start to feel the repercussions of it a little bit more. And I know for me, come January, I'm like, please do not want to see any like horrible, I don't want to see any naughty food or alcohol for like 10 years, because that's just how I feel. Now, this obviously is a January program that we're promoting, but we actually do it all the year round. So it doesn't need to be a January thing. It's just obviously everybody has new goals, new sites in 2022. And that's why it's really great and really high energy to be part of something in the month of January. But actually, I just really want to speak to people and think about like why you may need this, because this isn't just about weight. I just want to be really, really clear about that, because a lot of people, there's a lot of fad diets going on around there. There's a lot of faddy things. We can do that, we can do this. And actually, I found myself like rolling my eyes thinking, oh, not another thing. And I want to be really clear that this isn't what the program is all about. Actually, this is really about supporting you on your journey through any weight management goals that you may have, but absolutely paramount to that is like completely improving your health. And you might be thinking, oh well, I'm healthy, I'm not sick, I'm not in a hospital bed, I'm healthy. But there may be some things that have actually happened over a period of time that you think, oh, actually I am experiencing that. So I'm going to reel a list of things off, and I want you to think, do any of these things actually apply to me or have applied to me? Do you suffer with more digestive complaints than normal, maybe IBS symptoms, some bloating, maybe constipation, diarrhea? What about nausea? Do you have regular headaches and migraines more frequently? Do you feel more fatigued at the moment? Maybe you have it's tough areas to relieve yourself of weight. Maybe there's some stubborn areas that you can't actually shift that weight. What about aching muscles and joints, or poor concentration, memory, having that brain fog? Like, do you suffer to just like be able to concentrate, or maybe you like your memory's just going and you think, oh my gosh, I can't even like remember what I was saying? What about bad skin? Do you start actually experiencing a little bit more adult acne or certain problem areas, particularly up here in your high cheeks or around your mouth? PMS symptoms. He's suffering a little bit more so than what you used to. What about allergies? Do you find you're a bit more heightened now to allergies and things like that? Breathing difficulty or asthma? Are you struggling with your breathing and you have any more, like, is your asthma sort of worsening? What about lower back pain? Is that something that you're struggling with, or feeling like just more sick regularly? Like actually foods and things just aren't really agreeing with you and it making you feel a bit sick? Do you absolutely crave junk food? Are you the sort of person that could drive past McDonald's and be like, oh my God, I just got to go in there and grab a burger? Are you craving that junk food? What about like bad breath? Like that might be something for you, or even fluid retention. So I've reeled off a few lists, and actually, you know, when I was like, so told about this, I was like, you know, I was like, rolled my eyes. I was like, I'm healthy, I'm all good. But actually, there was at least 5 things on that list that she spoke to me about that I was suffering with. And actually, all I'd done was just accepted that was my new normal. So really want to speak to you guys and think, if any of that does apply to you, it's really worth looking at this program and getting some more information on it, because this is absolutely going to eradicate all of those things I've just said. Does that leave a little teaser there, Kat?
Oh, amazing. Yeah. I don't know about anyone else, but I am definitely like all ears listening. Like, I need that probably even now. Forget January, probably even now. Because like, I'm sure everyone wants to fit into that dress for their Christmas party as well.
Yeah, that is the
so you give us that little teaser. So just roughly with the program, sorry, I've just got a few notes here. Roughly, like, what does it involve, like just like an overview, just so people can sort of have a little bit of snippet of, you know, you mentioned it's not a diet and stuff like that. So what actually is the overview of what they would be doing?
Yeah, absolutely. So the main aim of this really, guys, is to massively optimize what your level of health. So you want to be living at like optimum level. And actually so many of us, particularly when we hit sort of 21, our health and just our well-being and how we're living day to day, it becomes very much suboptimum, and we just think that's new normal. What is going on is that over your period of life, you've been exposed to so many toxins and chemicals and various things that your body just starts to struggle to eliminate. So that may be, you know, from the air that we breathe, the environment, certain foods that we put in our mouth. We know that we're all guilty of, like, we know certain foods don't serve us, alcohol, maybe drugs, like whatever it may be, but all of those things have gone in, the products we put on our skin, it's all related to toxins going in. And you have detoxifying organs, and their primary function is to basically filter your blood and eliminate toxins. And what happens is, over a period of time, they just become so overworked and overloaded that they just don't work as efficiently as they should. And actually you start to build up an overload of these like toxins that are stored in the body. A lot of toxins can be stored in fat. So that's when we struggle to, even no matter how much you go to the gym, that you struggle with like certain fat loss in certain areas particularly. And the main thing what we do is we basically have to reduce inflammation. And the way that we can do that is by controlling what we're putting in our mouths. And I just want to be really clear, food is so important. I absolutely love food. And we know if you even just turn on what's it called, Netflix, and type in gut, our gut is so important, and it's paramount to actually healing your own body and actually restoring your natural weight loss system. So what we do is we eliminate certain foods or food groups that don't serve us. And I want to be clear that we don't not eat carbs, we don't not eat protein, we don't not eat fat, we don't not eat like veg or whatever these fad diets are doing, eliminating certain things. You have a full meal, but we eliminate certain elements. So we don't eat dairy for a period of 30 days. We also don't eat gluten or wheat for a period of 30 days. So you still have carbs, we still can get our carbs through other foods. And you taught that. We also cut out other, like basically common allergens. So dairy is a common allergen, gluten's a common allergen. No coffee, we cut that out. We also cut out alcohol, obviously, for 30 days. We know that's toxifying, so it'd be stupid for that not to be included. And things like refined sugars and stuff. And actually, we're just going to reduce the amount, like basically processed food that we can eat. So that sounds really simple and pretty like, actually, that makes total sense. But what happens is if we're consuming those things, your body can't digest and utilize those food, and actually those things just don't serve us. They basically cause the gut to start having chronic inflammation, and when your gut's not in a healthy place, it affects everything. You know, inflammation of the body, which starts in the gut, things like tonsillitis, joint pain, bowel inflammation, headaches, body pain, arthritis, bowel disease, joint disease, skin like inflammation, if your skin's breaking out. It makes sense. All of those things are inflammation, but it actually starts in the gut. So you have to control what's going in. And that's basically going to slow the amount of toxins going into the body to allow everything to catch back up, speed back up, and to work like, you know, as a toddler does, like excited, full of energy and ready to go, because your body's just like working like correctly. That's how it should be. And actually you do start to, if weight management, which for most people it will be, you know, that is where your fat, because the toxins are being eliminated, the fat can start to melt away, because you're addressing this overload of like issues in the body, as opposed to just thinking, I've got to diet and not eat carbs. You're not really allowing your body to work as it should. And this is how this works. And that's why we do it over a period of 30 days. And I like that, actually, because if I was to say, oh, it's 7 days, like you're all going to be good after 7 days, like people would buy into that because they think it's, but actually it's not a fad. Like you have to take 30 days, because actually what it does is it restores better habits, because it takes 23 days for habits to be eliminated. So when I say a habit, it might be you mindlessly like walk to the kitchen and like turn the kettle on and will not function until you've had a cup of coffee in the morning. So you might be thinking, how can I have coffee? That was me. That is also very habitual. It's not necessarily, it is going to be partly addiction, but it's habitual. So we have to do it over a period. But also it takes 30 days for your body to completely just reset. It's basically like an MOT, a full body MOT for your body. So your car's going in, it's going to like come out looking like brand spanking new. That's what you're doing for yourself. Factory reset, whatever you want to call it. Like we all need it. So if you are suffering with things like, you know, a lack of energy and absolutely just shattered by the afternoon, you can't even, like, you need to sleep on the sofa, or maybe you are suffering with those headaches and migraines, maybe you are feeling so bloated and sluggish, maybe your skin is problematic at the moment, maybe your hair's not in great shape and it's falling out, maybe you have got joint pain or back pain, maybe you are just like you're not in a great mental state and actually you're in a bad mood. Your gut's responsible for serotonin. So that is, it's just like amazing, this program, because it just totally sorts you out and transforms your body, and just makes you the best you. And then after the 30 days, you absolutely understand what's serving you, and you won't want to go back, because you honestly are going to feel like, you know, brand new. If you were an elderly lady or a man, you know, you would kill, wouldn't you, to be like in your 30s or 40s, because you know, like your body's, that's that same feeling. How you're going to be, you're going to absolutely feel insane, but we don't know what we don't know, do we? So when I did this program, I was pleasantly shocked of how incredible I felt after thinking actually I was all good. So I hope, did I explain it? I don't know. That's what we do. It's not explained actually fully.
You did. And honestly, even if you didn't, you could see it, like the way you were describing it. I'm sure like everyone got that. So just quickly, I just wanted to see, like, because you've obviously done this program yourself, like more than once, and you help other people do it. So if you could, in 5 words, what would be the main benefits of this program? Like, whether that be what you've learned from others or what you've experienced yourself. What are the main 5 benefits you have found of this program that have helped you?
Okay, so my absolute, okay, so energy, 1, like I do not wait for my alarm to wake me up. Like it's absolutely improved. I don't need caffeine to like stimulate me. I'm all good in that arena, like absolute energy. I can keep up. I've got 4 kids, they keep me on my toes, so you know I'm all good in that arena. Weight management, you know, this isn't a weight loss program, but it absolutely is a byproduct of doing the plan. And it's not, needless to say, some people actually need to gain weight, so it's a really great way to make sure your body is as it should be. But for me, after having 4 children, and as we get older, like we do struggle, especially around our middle area and around our hips, so lower tummy and middle, to actually lose that weight. And sometimes you do see ladies when they're a bit older and they have, their legs are really, really thin, but they struggle around the middle, and that's a sign of this toxic overload. So there's weight management, 100%. My immune system, what this there are of course, I didn't mention nutritional supplements that are implemented into this food diet, so that you get a ton of products that come with the program, along with healthy eating plans to eat real food. But what it's taught me is that the nutrition and everything that I learned about how to serve my body and implementing great nutrition, my immune system, like I'm really never ill. Like there's never a day where I'm like, I'm sorry, I'm off the grid. I'm healthy and I'm my best me for my kids, because if I'm not like, you know, firing on all 4 cylinders or 10 cylinders, whatever, you know, they're screwed. I need to be like all good for them so that I can look after them. So my health, I would say that IBS is a real issue for people at the moment. So that is massively improved. A lot of people are struggling with foods, and that's because foods are just not what they used to be, the way that they're processed. And I don't need to go into all that. Like we often just go into the supermarket and we trust what we're buying, but that's why people are struggling with more with that. So IBS symptoms, and I would say, I did my head. Your mental well-being, which sounds like a weird one, but honestly, guys, if I could say to you like how important it is, like a lot of people will struggle with like mental health, or maybe feeling a bit low, and the first thing we often go to is to a doctor, and antidepressants and everything that, you know, they totally have a place. I'm not saying that we shouldn't be taking them, but it's the first thing that we go to. And do we ever think that actually my gut could just be a bit out of whack, which sounds stupid, doesn't it? But it's so important. Serotonin, dopamine, all those things are produced. If your gut is like not healthy, which 80% of people's are not, because we don't get the right foods and like prebiotics and stuff, which you get through this program, we don't have those in normal life, you're not getting all of that goodness. And actually, when you feel good, you look good. When you look good, you feel good. And it's this whole spiral effect into a real positive momentum for your mental well-being. And you absolutely want to carry on, because you're in control. You are totally in control. That is the difference, because you're in control and you know what is serving you. And we flip those cravings for junk food to cravings for, I am enjoying and choosing this. And I'm not saying like you're going to, you know, crave a lettuce leaf. It's not about that, but it's, you know, it's really embracing like a new journey. And I want people to really think about, what are your goals for 2022? Like, do you want to, you know, start January and like to the end of January and be like, go back to like eating McDonald's every night? Or actually, this is going to be the new me. And if I can do it for 30 days, I can then continue on like an 80-20 basis. So we're strict for 30 days. And then we say to people like 80-20 is a really great model to never have to diet again, to never have to think on Monday I'll start. Like my lifestyle is pretty much this over the year. And I have my great nights out, but I know what I want and how I want to feel. You know, your health is your biggest commodity. If we don't have health, what do we have? So it's really, this program is about weight management and health and making you feel fabulous. I can't stop talking about this program, so you just have to
Bless you. No, that's amazing. That's just a few of the benefits as well. So lastly, I won't keep you much longer. Lastly, I'm sure there's people chomping at the bit like, oh my God, I love everything you've said. Like, yeah, that's me. Yeah, that's me. I need this in my life. I need to, and I think this is a good time. Like they can get it all ready for January. So lastly, how do they get involved? How do they get this? Like, how do they become like in this group where you're their health coach? And you know, like they need this in their life. How do they get that?
Okay, well, first of all, I would say if you haven't got a consultant or an Albon consultant, then please speak to Kat. Because obviously, you know, we're live in Kat's area now. So, you know, speak to Kat or speak to whoever your consultant may be. If anyone else is watching this back on replay, we have an amazing group. So I'm saying I'm the health coach for the group in January. I'm actually teamed up with another lady called Kelly, who's a natural nutritionist. It's going to be fabulous. It's going to be so much fun, because what happens is, when I say health coach, we have a private group where you're in. If you get the program, you're in and you are coached daily, like step 1, step 2, step 3 for 30 days. And there's a load of people in there starting day 1 to day 30 with you. So it's that accountability. It's that like community. You're not on your own. You're not at home thinking, I don't know what I'm doing, like with a brochure thinking, oh, what I have to do. Like you're told what to do. And we're like going live in the group, and it's fun. Like, and you're given all the meal plans and everything. So that's what it means being a health coach. If you're like, I'm interested in this, but I need more info, I want to know costs, I actually need a little bit more info about how this works, please reach out to Kat, say, I want more info. And what she'll do is we've got like an information group. So we've set up a group and it's purely for people who are taking a look at this. It's about information about other people's journeys, testimonials, how it works. And then also what we can do is send you a video. It's about 2 minutes, it's about 2 minutes, and it explains exactly what it is, why we do it. And this program has been put together by doctors, by nutritionists. It's like scientifically proven. We have like clinical studies on it. So you know, that's the video that explains exactly how this works. But absolutely join in. We've got loads of competitions to like win some amazing like sexy prizes. If people join us on the program in January, it's going to be so cool. Pinging all over the place. And yeah, so speak to Kat or speak to your consultant, speak to whoever it is that's like invited you to watch this video. Get invited into that group so you can really see other people, like-minded people like you that want to feel amazing. And then, you know, also, you know, grab that video and just ask then, just get involved. Don't think twice. I think we can overthink it sometimes and talk ourselves out of it. You are 100% worth it. Like, you have to look after yourself first, and it's not selfish. It's so you can absolutely look after everybody else to 100% as well. So yeah, does that help?
That's amazing. Thank you so much.
You're doing it, Kat. I'm doing it. We're doing it.
Yes.
Together, so.
Oh, I can't wait. I think I'm going to do a little bit of a 7-day cleanse as well before our Christmas party.
Amazing. Yeah.
Get Christmas dress ready, and then I'm going to smash it in January. But thank you so much. Thank you to everyone that's watching this live or recorded. Like Jade said, just comment below more info or whatever. Or you can message privately or contact whoever you need to if you're interested. Literally, like, this is the must-have like program to get involved in January. All right, guys, thank you.